Ajax show they are the real deal. Liverpool made to sweat over Firmino's fitness. Allegri plans Juventus talks. We've got a roundup of the day's transfer rumours. And of course, we have this week's great debate. Now, more coming up in the next few minutes as I am your host, Matt Froelich. You are the Onefootballers, and this is the Daily News. But before we get started, a quick reminder again about the new release on the Onefootball app. Together with 11 Sports, all of our customers in the UK and Ireland can now watch selected La Liga matches on your phone. From just £2.99 in England and €3.49 in Ireland, you can just go to the selected match page, click buy now, and you'll be charged without a subscription through the iTunes or the Play Store. So with that awesome new technology, being able to watch football on your phone, let's get straight back into the daily news. And up first, we visit last night's Champions League action where Ajax hold a slender lead over Tottenham 1-0. And I've got to say, from a Spurs fan perspective, Ajax were brilliant. If I had a cap, I'd doff it to them. Unbelievable first half, during which they were incredibly controlled on the ball and very well organised off the ball, pressing Spurs. The second half, Spurs were a little bit better and did muster some attempts on goal. However, they just didn't have enough. Now, obviously, when you take out the likes of Harry Kane and Heung-min Son, you're taking away 44 goals from the Spurs team, so they're never going to be as good. However, the replacements just did not live up to this level. Ajax, on the other hand, were incredible. They have a 19-year-old captain, have an average squad age of just 24, but look like they've been in Champions League semi-finals for years. They were so composed, so mature with their performance, and it's no wonder so many of their players are on the target list of so many of Europe's biggest clubs this summer. The tie, of course, is not over, but it will be a massive battle for Spurs to make the final now, and if Ajax go through, it is thoroughly deserved based on last night's performance. But next up, I'm look ahead to tonight's action where, as a neutral, I'm pretty damn excited about this game as Liverpool take on Barcelona. It is a meeting of two of the competition's favourites and promises to be an absolute cracker. Cue the 0-0. Anyway, as for Liverpool's attacking lineup, well, Roberto Firmino may or may not be starting. Jurgen Klopp, the Liverpool manager, has said that he'll be waiting to the last minute to assess Firmino's fitness. The Brazilian striker missed the game against Huddersfield on Friday night with a knee injury, but could be back in the starting lineup, as well as Brazilian midfielder Fabinho. In the build-up to the game, much has been made of the fact that Virgil van Dijk will be coming up against Lionel Messi. What happens when the best defender in the world meets the best footballer in the world? Well, we're going to find out tonight. My prediction is that they probably won't actually come up against each other too much in a one-on-one situation. Van Dijk has been speaking about how Liverpool defend and attack as a team, so the chance of Messi to just have Van Dijk one-on-one are probably quite limited. Even so, it looks unlikely that he'll be able to beat him in a one-on-one situation. However, with Messi's fantastic team around him, I'm sure that they'll have more than a chance of picking apart Liverpool. Overall, I think that Barca just may squeeze through in two legs, but what do I know? Football is football. No one would have seen Spurs making it this far, and no one would have seen any of the other crazy results in the Champions League, so anything can happen. But away from Champions League action for a minute, and to Max Allegri, the Juventus coach who has now led his side to 5 Serie A titles in a row, but wants to stay for longer. He said the other day that he is definitely staying for one more year because he's got his contract running until next summer. However, planned talks with the owner Andrea Agnelli may see him demand a longer contract. Now, for me, this is kind of odd if they were to give it to him. We all know with the likes of Juventus and even PSG as well, that the manager is going to come in, he's got to be of sufficient quality to lead his team to the title. Most of them can do that, but it's in the Champions League where they really need to take the step up. Allegri's been in charge of 2 Juventus sides who have made it to the final and then gone on to lose. So is he a bad omen, or will he eventually take the old lady to the coveted trophy? I think he's got a pretty good chance of doing it. If they can continue to move forward and bring in some new summer signings, I'm sure Juventus will go from strength to strength. The same thing's got to be said of Thomas Tuchel at PSG. Even if they do lose some massive players, if they continue to bring in some new talent, I'm sure eventually they'll do well in the Champions League. But next, we come to a roundup of the day's transfer rumours as we edge ever closer to the transfer window opening. First off, Arsenal have been told they'll need to pay around $17 million to bring in PSG forward Christopher Nkunku. Rangers manager Steven Gerrard says he wants Watford's Andre Gray on loan at Ibrox next season. Southampton are going to make a fresh bid for Birmingham forward Shea Adams, and Tottenham lead the race to sign Fulham wonder kid Ryan Sessegnon. For you guys in the comments section below, the great debate question this week is name your European 11 for the season. There is one stipulation though. You cannot have more than one player from one team. Now, just as an example, because I know loads of you will probably end up doing it anyway, you cannot have more than one player from a team. Meaning, if you're going to put the likes of Alisson, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Virgil van Dijk, Andrew Robertson and Mo Salah in your team, no. Just one player per team. That probably explains why there are some players missing in the actual 11. So for my team, I'm going with a 4-3-3 formation. In goal, it's got to be Jan Oblak of Atletico Madrid. The back four sees Kimmich, Van Dijk, Matthijs de Ligt, and Lucas Digne of Everton. Into the midfield, and I've got Eden Hazard, Kerim Demirbay from Hoffenheim, and Bernardo Silva. And a front three of Kylian Mbappe and Nicolas Pepe, supporting, of course, Lionel Messi. You guys, let me know your European 11 down below. Remember, one player from each team, as well as all your thoughts on the rest of today's daily news and the Champions League semi-finals. Are Ajax looking the real deal to go on and win it? And who will win in Liverpool versus Barcelona? Of course, once you're down there, hit the like button and click here or here to check out all of the other videos that we've got going on OneFootball. But until next time, I will see you guys later.